Here's my advice to anyone who wants to trade: don't do it. Chances are you're gonna lose all your money, and it's really risky. Unless you can do it with a computer, um, I think it's a stupid idea. Um, you're always gonna be tempted to do things that you normally wouldn't do. When you get emotional, you're gonna react different ways. Um, if you don't have the discipline to do it, um, then it's certainly it's not something that's easy at all. Um, it can be very very stressful, and I would say avoid it altogether if you can. Um, if you have the discipline, go for it. Give it a try. See, 90% of traders lose their money. I personally think the market is rigged. I've actually watched prices go in the opposite direction from when I'm looking at certain bars and things. When I had a Scottrade Elite account and I was looking at it, and I would actually see the gauge is going crazy for buys, and I'm watching the price go down. So I feel like the market makers do some really wonky things, and yeah, it's crazy. Like sometimes if you watch any stock chart, you'll notice that there's like they'll have these little spikes in one direction or the other. And if you're trading, chances are you'll put in a hard stop on your chart or something like that. And if you have that stop there, when that spike hits, it's gonna stop you out. You know what I mean? So if you're gonna put an order in manually, I would say do one of those hidden orders or something like that, or just manually enter your order. Um, you obviously, if you're trading volatile stocks, you're probably gonna want to put in something like a trailing stop or something like that. But when you do it, I mean, you just kind of set yourself up sometimes. So it's risky. Um, but if you have an algorithm where you can basically program a computer, the computer is always going to do the same thing. It's always going to take the same risk reward ratios. It's always going to follow a certain pattern because you programmed it to. And that's the benefit of having a computer. I think that's why they're getting rid of a lot of traders and actually replacing them with computers because the computers are always going to do the same thing, and that's what people want. Now, another thing I'll tell you is that you're never going to get rich trading Apple or trading these stocks that move you 1-2% in a day or something like that. These guys that do it at these hedge funds, I mean, they have millions of dollars. They have systems that they can see your order before you place it. Go ahead, place their order ahead of yours, and they'll make millions of dollars on pennies. You're not going to be able to do that, right? Because you don't have that kind of money. So the only way you're going to make it in the market, really, unless you just one hell of a, unless you got a crystal ball or something, the only way you're going to make it in a market is really through volatility. Volatility is the lifeblood of it, and everybody knows that. So wherever there's volatility, there's opportunity. And the question is, how can you capitalize on that opportunity? And that's what coding algorithms and certain things are about. Analyzing markets, and Quantopia is a good platform for that. Very good platform, probably the best I've seen. For doing that sort of analysis. But as far as entering their contests and all this other stuff, like I said, I entered one contest. I made like 6 million on 10 million over the course of 6 months. And the guy who won, I think he made like 300 and something $1,000 over the course. I had like the second in Sharpe ratio. I think like I had number 7 in returns, and I think my max drawdown over the whole course of the period was like 10%. So you tell me what hedge fund manager would take um, what would take 300,000 as opposed to six point something $1 million. I just think it's ludicrous, and it's a total waste of time as far as the contests are concerned. And I don't know how long their platform is going to last, because one of the things that I really liked about it was before that you could live trade and not have taken that feature away. So as far as I'm concerned, for me now it's just a research platform, and only God knows if they take your algorithms and use them or sell them or whatever it is. I just don't. I don't know what the point of the platform. I don't know what that guy John is doing right now. But anyway, you can see here. I put this in.